I'm done lying to y'all, and I'm done lying to me. I told y'all I was going to go do this walk, and I'm going to go do this walk. I didn't want to get emotional this early.
This is such a beautiful moment when the wisdom, the doorway, the opening, the reality of addiction recovery manifests. It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. In this video, we are going to observe, comment, bring some insight into this process of awakening, enlightenment, healing, recovery. Joe Rogan and Jelly Roll talk about Jelly Roll's journey with overeating, losing weight, and it is a beautiful, beautiful example of so many of the things that I talk about on this channel, that I do in my own work with people, that I did myself to get to this point and still try to practice on a daily basis. I hope you find this helpful. This is the Starts With Me channel. My name is Mike Stroh. Let's get back to the video.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with emotions, brother.
I'm coming back from that walk. And I'm coming up my driveway. It's up a big hill. I'm bringing in camel too. It's a huge hill. And I'm coming up the driveway to the hill. And all my family's out there cheering me on. Clapping. Hands up. I'd done nothing but lie to them for years about this weight. I'd done nothing. I'd never proved to them that I was going to change or that I'd be a man of my word in any regard. They had every reason not to go out there and cheer me on.
Once again, this is a beautiful example of the freedom, the acknowledgement, all that pain, frustration, agony that as addicts that we just torture ourselves with. And you can see he's clearly gotten in touch with that and found a way to open to it, allow it out, and do something about it. I was going to stop it quickly when Joe said there's nothing wrong with emotion. Sometimes when we observe someone getting emotional, we have an impulse, a need to fix it because we can't deal with our own discomfort. So we need to say something, do something, act. There's some sort of impulse that we think we have to do something. Small little note here, it's okay to also just sit in silence. Allow the emotion to be, allow it to come out. You don't always have to say something. I think it was perhaps kind of Joe to say something. Clearly, these two have a relationship as they discuss this idea of honesty. Stop lying to ourselves and the people around us. When we're in it, we can rationalize, justify, minimize all the delusions of recovery and of what we're doing and not doing. We are in denial. Don't even notice I am lying. And once that veil comes down, or we can really get in touch with how painful and destructive that is, sky's the limit for us, baby. That's recovery. That's freedom. Takes work, but I wish it for you if you are struggling with those things. And otherwise, to bring you compassion for others so you can see when people are struggling, etc. It's very hard for them to see the mud on their glasses because they are a fish in water. They don't know they're in the water. And Jelly Roll here does a beautiful job at describing what it's like to free oneself from that water. Let's get back to the video.
And that was like a big moment. That was the moment, you know, where I was like, damn. And I realized that in addiction, the family will kind of cater to the addict. It's nature. You know, like if somebody in your family was a drug addict, you would help with their kids, or you would feel a need to help in their absence. It's what we do as a family. It's human nature. And I realized then how much my addiction had been hurting his family.
Love it. Jelly Roll is describing what happens to families and relationships when somebody is an addict and is unwell. The people around them, out of love, compassion, and out of just being a human being, start to try to fix, enable get codependent, all these really unhelpful behaviors that then cause the family, the caregiver, the person around the addict to suffer. And that's what is often called the family disease of alcoholism or addiction, etc. The family illness of mental illness. And again, Jelly Roll is bringing attention to that. He's describing how he became aware of that and the emotional toll that has on everybody in the family system. So if you are a family member or you're a caregiver, you know someone, can you start to recognize how you are enabling or allowing or contributing to the person's problems through the lens of you think you're actually helping? It's a very subtle, difficult thing sometimes to bring attention to, acceptance to, and awareness to. Nevertheless, you can do it. Sometimes it's very clear, blatant, stop giving money to the person who's spending it on drugs and alcohol and sex and food, whatever it is. Stop enabling the codependency, etc. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not that clear. And here, Jelly Roll is describing the pain from the addict's side, what it's like when we know we're causing suffering around us. We know people are doing things that they ought not to do. And oftentimes we'll manipulate, we will lie, cheat, steal, do whatever we have to do to continue access to the behavior, to the substance, etc. And it's hard. So let's get back to Jelly Roll.
You know, how much that my sex life with my wife was horrible. Dude, I married a fucking big titty, blonde, beautiful woman, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I married the kind of woman that makes you smile when you're crying, Joe. You know, and I couldn't even get aroused. I was so big. I mean, I was having to play Twister to have sex. Left foot here, right foot in the X. You know, are we in there yet? Tell me if you feel something. I mean, it was bad. You know, my daughter, I think about my son, you know, my brother would have to go throw football with him. I was too big to throw the football. And I was like, that's what my addiction has done to these people. And here they are cheering for me. No, dude, we're turning up. We're going to figure this out.
Allow that to sink in. Feel that. See that in yourself. Ask yourself how you can move in that direction if you're stuck. And if you're someone like me or anyone who's in a recovery journey or process, can you allow yourself to feel that in you and what that's like in your life? This is the Starts With Me channel. This is about us. It's about being the change we see in the world and sharing that gift with others. And I always greatly admire when people are open and honest and share these moments with the world, because they are profound and they do matter and they are wonderful. And in Jelly Roll's case, he's backed that up with his actions. He's not just saying it anymore. He's doing it. He's lost hundreds of pounds and continues to. So hopefully he continues to be a living example of recovery, a living example of what is possible in human beings. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I wish you the best on your journey. Remember, being honest, being open, trying to see your lies and deceptions and manipulations of reality to keep your addiction alive. Can you write some of those things down that you're doing? If you're in a relationship with someone in a similar situation, can you see how you are enabling them, how you are contributing to the problem out of a sincere, genuine desire to alleviate their suffering, to help them? It's a genuine and wonderful thing. One of the painful realities of addiction and family enmeshment and codependency is that we actually make it worse through that human desire to alleviate suffering when we continue to enable. We can turn that into boundaries, consequences, no longer contributing to the problem, which is compassionate. It's just difficult for us to see that in these moments. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Wish you all the very best. Take it easy. Peace out. I am very grateful that you watched to the end of this video. Please click one of the boxes to watch more of our content, and otherwise have a great day. Peace out.